Have you ever asked yourself where your thoughts actually came from? When you ask yourself a difficult question and an answer suddenly flashes in your mind, did you create it? If you thought it, why don't you know a second before it? The truth is, human mind does not just calculate reality, it dreams it first. Long before we ever have a clear, explicit plan for our lives, we have an imagination, we have daydreams, we have intuitions. The legendary Swiss psychologist Carl Jung believed that the dream is the absolute birthplace of the idea. It stands directly on the border between the totally unknown universe and the small handful of things we actually have figured out. Lately, I see so many people completely paralyzed because they have zero vision for their future. They are stuck in a state of aimless, heavy stagnation, waiting for the perfect, logical step by step map to magically appear before they take action. But that map is never going to drop out of the sky. You cannot think your way into a vision using pure logic. You have to allow yourself to dream first. You have to tap into that raw, primitive imagination to sketch out what your life could look like if things were actually set right. Here is the revolutionary secret of human perception. You do not look at the world as a collection of random objects. You cannot process the infinite number of facts around you without a filter. To orient yourself, you have to sequence those facts in order of importance. The second you decide one thing is more important than another, you have made a value judgment and the hierarchy of values. When you act it out over time is a story. You see the world through a story. You have to. Think about what happens when you watch a great movie. You sit in a dark theater and you instinctively embody the ethos of the hero. If the character moves closer to their goal, you feel a massive surge of positive emotion. That is literally what positive emotion is biologically designed for. It signals to your brain that you are making documented progress towards a deeply valued goal. This means if you don't have a vision, if your goals are completely fragmented, trivial, or non existent, you are biologically cutting yourself off from positive emotion. You will feel hopeless, bitter, and completely dead inside, not because your life is fundamentally broken, but because you have not given your brain a target to track. So, how do you actually build a vision when you're completely lost? You have to build two distance maps first, a place to run toward and a place to run away from. First, sit on the edge of your bed, shut out the noise, and practice a heavy act of mercy on yourself. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt despite all your massive flaws. Ask, if I could have what I actually need and want, who could I become in next 5 years? What would my relationship life look like? What would my career look like? How would I treat myself physically? Don't edit it. Don't let your inner critique kill the spark. Just let your imagination daydream like a kid. Write it down. Once you define the target, you unlock hope. But hope alone is not enough to break deep laziness. You need fear. Flip the coin and look at the dark side. Take absolute inventory of your current vices, your laziness, and your worst habits. Ask the terrifying question, if I let my flaws get completely out of hand, what kind of personal hell will I inhabit in 5 years? Envision the absolute rock bottom failure, the broken relationship, the ruined health, the financial misery. Write down the brutal detail right now because now right now you have time. Right now you are in highly motivated position. You have a vision of heaven to pull you forward and a vivid imagination of hell spanning at your heels to push you out of your bed. The biggest trap that keeps people stuck in zero vision stagnation is the fear of making the wrong choice. They say, what if I pick the wrong career? What if I build the wrong vision? So say, do absolutely nothing, hiding from the potential in a thick fog of self-sabotaging. Listen to me very carefully. Any plan that is conscious and thought through is infinitely better than no plan. If you are afraid of making a stupid plan, make the stupid plan anyway. Implement it with everything you have got. The second you start executing a flawed plan, you will crash into reality. Discover exactly why it's stupid and gain the precise data that you need to adjust to make it into a better plan. Life is not just a single jump to a perfect destination. It is a successive sequence of stupid plans that get progressively sharper as you move forward. Progress feeds on itself. As long as you are moving towards a noble, self defined target, your momentum will accelerate. But if you refuse to author your own story, you automatically become a pawn in someone else's life. You end up playing a minor, miserable part in a narrative you did not choose, gripped by temporary whims that led straight to regret. Every choice you make, every target you aim at, and every responsibility your shoulder ripples outwards through your entire social network. The echoes of your execution or your laziness are far greater than you comprehend. Stop hiding in the fog of aimlessness. Envision the hell you must avoid. Design the heaven you must get. Get out of your head, pick up the pen, and start authoring your own reality. And I will see you in the next one.